This is a really interesting thing what I wanted to discuss, and that was people with fraud. And I see so many older people, and I've got to say younger people as well, but mainly older people employing roofers to do work, and they're scammed out of lots and lots of money. I'm talking hundreds of thousands on a few occasions, but sometimes 20, 30, 40,000 pounds. So there's two things recently that have happened which I just wanted to share the experience. And I think this goes for genuine roofers and also for customers. So it depends on who's watching this video. There's information here for both of you. Recently I had a customer in London who had a £3,000 job start, and it ended up going up to 40,000. Now luckily I was called in to do the survey when only £10,000 had been turned over. And immediately when I got there, it became apparent that there wasn't £40,000 worth of work there, and the work that they'd already done was not worth the £10,000. Now luckily on that one, after negotiation with the roofer, an agreement, and this unbelievably doesn't happen, but on this particular one he agreed to give money back, quite a substantial amount of money back, and the money that he didn't give back because he obviously had some kind of expenses, and to leave. And he did, and that customer has been able to now start working with other roofers, which I will be overseeing the work and things like that, etc. And also she said, look, I've had such a bad experience with this that I'd really like to be on video and talk it through. So we've agreed that once the work has been completed, we'll sit in a cafe locally and she'll come on camera and she'll just talk about the experience, because it is quite an interesting one. So that's the first one. But there was another one, which is, it leads me to be able to say this: if you are going to engage a roofer, this particular thing which came up with a customer I sort of knew of, but it's just like it's a no-brainer. I had to go and do a roof condition survey on a new roof for a customer who the work had gone pear-shaped, theoretically. I didn't know that at the time, and I went over there, and the powers that she was working with had asked for 2 or 3 different reports on the roof, and I had to condemn the work. And it was, again, about £18,000 worth of work, but it was all been done incorrectly. And talking to her, she said that she paid her deposit using a credit card, and apparently Section 75 of the Consumer Act, because it was within 100 days, is how she was claiming the money back. And she's been able to go to the credit card company and only talk to them regarding getting her money back. And as things have developed, she's got all her money back, and she hasn't had to deal with the roofers. They'd have to, because apparently her agreement was with the credit card people as well as the builder. Section 75. My point with this is she only paid a deposit. And if you pay a deposit on the work and you pay the rest by bank transfer or whatever, you're still covered, which is amazing. And after talking to her as it all developed, after starting this process, I think it took her 6 to 8 weeks, and she got a full refund. And where she's going with that, I don't know at the moment. But the point being is that she paid by credit card. So here's 2 things for you. If you are a potential customer who is going to engage a roofer, pay by credit card. Now, the roofers might not like that. Now, there's 2 things to take from there. If they don't want to take a credit card, why? Well, I'd be a little bit suspicious. I don't think any of them would want to take a credit card, and they are going to have to pay a percentage. So offer a deposit by credit card and offer to pay the 1.5% extra. So, whatever the work is, this says a £10,000 job, offer to do a £1,000 payment by credit card to lock in this Section 75. Obviously, I can't give you direct information here. I'm not a solicitor or anything like that. You need to look it up. But I think this is just amazing. And then the rest of it you can pay whatever way you're going to be paying. And if you do get into any difficulties as you move along, well then you can go back to the credit card people and you've got your credit card agreement, and theoretically you're going to be covered with them. So I think that is just amazing. Now, if you're a roofer, why not take the first payment and charge whatever percentage, pass that percentage on? I think that's good faith. I mean, there is no better guarantee from what I can see. The job that I'm on at the moment is a brand new property that has got a 10-year insurance-backed guarantee. I'm now working on 6 or 7 of these at the moment, properties which are £1 million, £2 million properties. In London, most properties are quite expensive, and they've got these 10-year insurance-backed guarantees because they're new builds. I'm not going to mention what companies they are, and some of them are different companies. So there's the big boys and the smaller boys out there, and yet trying to claim the costs from these insurance companies is so difficult. These people struggle. My point being here is that if you're going to go through insurance, then it's a nightmare. So a roofer, if you get the right roofer and you do your due diligence in the respect of you want some roof work done, definitely make sure they are part of some of the roofing federations, and do a lot of work on the internet to find out, especially if they say they're limited. There's a lot of companies out there that say they're limited and they've already shut their business down. But you really need to do a lot of homework on certain roofers out there before you engage them. And once you've done that homework, then if you pay by credit card, you've got that extra part of being able to get your money back. They might offer you, through a lot of the federations, they will offer you a 10-year insurance-backed guarantee, but that doesn't help you if the work goes wrong. If you've got a 10-year guarantee with a roofer and he refuses to come to the job, or he keeps coming back and doing little bits and pieces, the insurance doesn't kick in anyhow. It's only going to kick in if he goes bankrupt or into liquidation. So you get stuck in a really bad situation. So roofers, take credit cards if you can. It's going to show that you are professional, and you know that then the customer, because I'm assuming that all the roofers who are going to do this are going to stand by their work anyhow. So why wouldn't you take a credit card as a deposit or the full amount? And customers pay everything by credit card. Yes, you might have to pay a percentage more, but that protection that you get from what I'm seeing is absolute gold dust. So hopefully that helps anybody out there. If you need any more information, please get back to me. If you have a situation where you have been in this situation and you'd like to share it with me so that I can share it with other people, please get in touch, and hopefully I can use that information to share with other people. Thanks for watching. Speak soon.